All right, Dr. Waske, let's talk a little bit about shades, eye shades, sunglasses, whether they have already a prescription glass with it or not. But like, there's all kinds of films one can lay over a glass. Some are for, some more like night vision, some are for sun UV, and some are for sports glasses, which hold better. Tell us some of the major additions a glass could or should have, and for what, so that we get a feeling there. Because many people, I have heard that, they go to the eye doctor and then he keeps, selling them extra things on it, and there's a bunch of patients, they believe that that's kind of like getting rims on your car, where like they look good, right. But if you want to spend the money. But I don't think in the eye business it's the same. I don't think it's about rimming up your car. It's about right. Protecting your eyes. So can you shed some light on it?
Sure. One coating that you should always have on is called an anti-reflective coating. So it's a coating that they put on the front of the lens, and it helps reduce the glare or the reflection off the lens itself. So as the light's going through, it hits the lens and it starts to make these reflections. And so that make at night some starburst effect, halos, other things. So it makes the image transfer through that lens without any interruptions. So you see sharper at night. It helps the contrast of your overall vision at night. And during the daytime, it helps you see better at the computer. So you don't have any reflection coming off the flat screen computer. So your eyes will feel more comfortable, and you won't have any excess glare that's happening within the eyes, and which can be distracting and cause some eye fatigue, computer vision syndrome. And so so those are the two main reasons why the anti-reflective coating is very important. See sharp at night, and being on the computer, it's very good for that also. And then the other types of lens is a polarized coating. It's a type of laminate coating. You can also do a polarized glass lenses, which they have it built right into the lens. What the polarization will do is it blocks the reflection coming off your vehicle or the cement or the grass. It's the reflection coming off. It's like at the bounce. It comes up to your eyes. It creates you to squint. It's like, wow, that's really bright because of this glare happening. So that's one other form of glare.
Would that work for skiing? If you go skiing? It works
great for skiing. Yep. So yeah, there's a polarized glasses. If it's a very bright sunny day, and then a polarization works awesome for those situations. And so driving, going out on the boats, fishing, all that glare coming off the water, it's well known that fishermen will wear these polarized lenses. They actually see through the water and into the water. They see their fish. It was very first promoted for people to fish, but it's really for everybody. And driving is very important. Skiing, other sports, even there's some. You've seen a lot of these runners in the Olympics. They'll wear some sunglasses, and I always thought that was kind of weird. Why are they wearing sunglasses? Because it's kind of running at night. But actually, the glare off the track can feel distracting, and so you kind of stop concentrating. And so athletes start to wear sunglasses when they run.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So would it also help with the glare coming from oncoming cars at night and stuff like that, especially maybe when it rains or so? I don't know. Would it?
That's not that wouldn't work in those situations. That's the anti-reflective coating is going to help with the glare at that situation at night.
I see.
During the daytime, when it snows, here. Colorado, when it snows and it's sunny out, you get a severe amount of glare coming off that. So if it's snowing pretty good, I've had to wear my polarized sunglasses even when it's snowing, getting into the sun, or the next day after it snows and it's sunny, and then you get all the splashback coming up, and that's very, very confusing, very bright. you can't see very much, and especially when you're driving in the freeway, you can't be just looking out of one eye because it's glare. That's not very safe. So
yeah, it's all flat. It all becomes like just one flat thing,
Yeah. Yeah, it's like somebody took a big picture and it's constantly taking picture. All you see this is flash going on in your eyes. So that's very important to protect them.
Okay.
Then
go ahead.
The other ones is UV protection. The ultraviolet rays coming into your eyes causes cataracts, other conditions like pinguiculas, red eyes, dry eyes. But UV blocking type lenses is important. Is make sure you have the UV 100% UVA and B, and C. You got the UVA aging rays, the burning rays, and then the cancer rays. So you need to have all those rays being blocked in your glasses, whether it be sunglasses or even your everyday glasses, clear glasses. You can get that availability. And sometimes it's an add-on that they actually put the lenses in a bath of UV and it's coated on the front, or these lenses like polycarbonate or a high index have UV blocking abilities just in the material itself. And so you don't have to have that add-on. So that's kind of important. So
I got it.
You got to kind of watch out. Hopefully the salesperson isn't, selling UV on a polycarbonate lens, and which is, you can't do it anyway. So you got to kind of know that ahead of time. But you got to be an informed consumer. That's for sure.
All right. So basically, let's summarize fast of like what the average person will need. He probably needs a little bit UV, especially if he goes skiing and if he goes fishing and if he lives in the sun and whatever. You feel that people should be protecting the eyes from UV. All right. Just like the skin, you get sun lotion which protects you from UV. You want it on the eyes, right? Okay, good. Then if you drive at night and stuff, you have the anti-glare reflection or whatever you call that, right?
Anti-reflective. Yeah.
Anti-reflective. Good. And then what was that other one? The one which gives you good vision. The polarized type of things. Anything else you mentioned? Those are three.
One thing I haven't mentioned is transition lenses that change with a different light. So those are nice when you get out of your car or come out of the building, and they'll change into sunglasses within a minute or even 30 seconds nowadays with the new material that they have. And then you have sunglasses, and they have the UV protectant right in there. And then you can even put anti-reflective coating on top of that to really enhance your vision. Then when it gets dark, it will change to light. So you go outside, do your yard work, just grocery shopping. You go into you went into the grocery store, and all of a sudden now within 5 minutes it'll lighten up to like nothing at all. So it's a very fluid type of lens material. So the transition is nice to have.
Yeah, and I've heard that those transitions, you can choose them like 60-40, 80-20, whatever. You can like choose how dark you want it to get in the sun. Is that true?
There are a small amount of like a transition extra, which is used for more of a sunglass type tint because it doesn't lighten up as clear as the just regular transition. So if you have the transitions need the UV to actually change the crystals within that lens. So it doesn't work as well inside the car. So you kind of have to switch to a polarized lens when you're in the car. And that's what some people don't like is the investment of the two pair. Right. The one pair of lens, the transition gives you an everyday thing, but in the car that's where it's limited because of the UV protection of the windows and the window film.
Okay, good. All right, so we had 4 different protective things, which you now mentioned. Okay, anything else about protecting or extras on your glasses which you think is worthwhile mentioning?
Those are the main things. You could add a scratch guard coating on the lens. It is, again, it's not scratch proof. It does help to strengthen up the lenses from everyday wear and tear, just taking them off, put them in your case. But it's not going to protect you from them falling on the cement or getting bumped into. And so you can scratch guard coating is something you could add on, but most times it should be included in the lens prices and on the lenses itself. So.
Well, all right. Lots of stuff to know about glasses, and obviously a few gadgets which can make life easier and safer, I guess.
Safer. Yep.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Dr. Vasquez.
Thank you.